What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of ModSauce. All right. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty late in the day, actually, that I started recording. Usually I start before noon, but at least nowadays, I've been going to bed earlier. But nowadays, yeah, it's almost dinner time. Or, yeah, about like 4 or 5 o'clock. I guess that's not dinner time yet. Man, I'm getting old. Yes, last time we put in all the school grass, a lot of you said it reminds you of, 2 seasons ago? The one before Monster Unleashed, I think it was called. Yeah, and Unleashed, I used a lot of this long grass. Pretty neat, and we got this in the garden biome. It was very neat. We got a lot of things last episode. Went on adventure, had an adventure time. I thought that's suiting. That's the second time I've used that title. I think it's suiting since I'm using Ice King's crown. How many of you knew that? Yeah, Ice King. Anywho, last episode, we got a whole bunch of trees, which we found, in particular, I want to try this guy from forestry, not that one, this one. So I want to try those two, see if they grow in this grass and how they look. Might want to set up a farm with them. The rest of these, in fact, why don't we grab them all out? And I also wanted to try and see if we can plant the mega flowers. Yes, the mega flowers. That's probably not their real names, but in the garden biome, you're able to take, there's a poppy, and go like this and grow it big, which it's not looking like it's doing. However, I'm kind of curious now because that biome was added in when it was used to be called a rose and not a poppy. Now, I don't know if that changes anything. Do we have any other flowers? Are they called flowers? What are the yellow ones called? Dandelions. Yes, we have a dandelion. And I think those were always called dandelions. Let's see, do those grow big? No! So that might only work, if it still even works, in the garden biome. And I really wish I tried that when I was there. We'll have to go back and test it out. So that's kind of a disappointment. Doesn't seem to be working. Dang it. All right, that's okay. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's move on to trying. This had been, let's see if it still is, was my favorite wood of any tree. And normally you have to tree breed to get it. Okay, so it doesn't look, the logs of it don't look that fancy, but that's not why I had liked it. I liked it because the planks, they look ever so similar to oak planks, but they're a little bit better looking. Yeah, see? Look at that. It's just got such a nice color to it. So we may start making some of this, and if we use wood in our base, use that. That's cool. Let's see if we can get a whole bunch of more saplings from this. Let's hope that it drops more, because that would suck if it didn't. Let me see. Here's my tools bag. Let's grab out tools. Let's grab out this bad boy. Let's chopper down. Choppy McChopperton. I normally hate it when people say things like that. Choppy McChopperton. Oh man, why'd I just say that? Now I hate myself for saying it. Okay, we got another one. We got 2 of them, but we already had one. So that's good. I'm always going to save at least one. So we'll see if more fall down. This is kind of interesting that normally trees, like other types of trees, the leaves instantly kind of go away once the wood goes away. So I find that interesting that these are not like that. It's just got the normal despawn of vanilla Minecraft. Interesting. So this might take a little bit longer than I had hoped. And I wonder if that's something that can be changed in the config option for despawning quicker. But let me see if I can get some more saplings of this one. I'm going to let that chill out for a little bit. Instead of cutting, I was about to cut. Instead of cutting, let's take a look at what some of these other woods. So this is another forestry wood, which normally I think you'd have to breed for. Well, that's good. Aren't these the barks? They're very, very interesting. Let's see what the wood looks like for the larch. Ooh, that's kind of neat. It's like a pink. Like a pink. Bam, bam, bam. That's kind of nice. Not really my cup of tea, but nice nonetheless. And we got 3 saplings now. Okay, so we're up 1. Hopefully we still get more. So I'll plant a few more of them and chop them down. And then, yeah, why don't we try each of the different ones? I'm running low on bone meal. So we'll get you choppy down. Yes. Getting more, getting more. All right, so let's see what some of these other ones look like, because I want to try and get this place decorated a little bit nicer. It's not going to be our main goal for today. All right, that looks just like birch. Let's try another one. Maple. That, I have a feeling, is also going to be like birch or oak. That one's like oak. Okay, what's our next one? I can't even say that. I think this one's the really... No, that's cool. So a purpley one. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? Silver lime, autumn, maple. Did we not do maple? I think we already did maple. I think we already did the maple. Let's just see again. All right, out of bone meal. Do we have more? Let's get some more. Bone meal. Bam. Grow up. All right, and it looks like all the biome of plenty ones end up just getting you vanilla woods for the most part. So that's not too exciting. Except for this one. This one, that's a biomes of plenty. Let's see, what does this wood look like? Oh, that looks like we're going to get... Why we get all the, like, pink-looking woods? Huh? I bet Zombie Cleo would love all these. Well, that one, actually, it's kind of interesting. It's not as pinky as that, but it's still got kind of a pink hue to it. I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, this isn't the main goal of today. Today, I'd like to get this controller... there's a couple of things I was thinking about for tinkering around with it. I'm going to go ahead and start to do so off camera, and then why don't we come back and finish it up together. Alright guys, so I haven't actually gotten to any of the wiring yet, and by the way, my whole intention of doing this off camera is just not to be another super techie episode, but we got to get this implemented so that we can have more space to move on with other projects. The first things first, I want to start using wires that are different colors. And in order to do that, we're going to have to get a whole bunch of dyes. I've been messing around to see if there's some kind of, I don't want to say cheaty way, but some shortcut to getting all the different dye colors. I tried with the ore converter. With this, if we use dyes, I was trying to see if like you put in bone meal, if we could convert it to something else. Doesn't look like it, but I came across this dyeing machine. I don't know, this might just be for like painting or something, but I've never messed with it. So I thought we'd craft it up. In order to do that, we got to first make this transformation core. So, and that requires 9 different color dyes, and it's always in this order. So, but we can use Botania dyes or whatever, so that's cool. So, transformation core, bam, and then let's make this guy. It's just 4 planks, 4 wool, and the transformation core. I hope that this would be so neat if we could change the color dye. Does it have a recipes thing? No. All right, so can I throw that in? And that'll make... What? Black bone meal? What? That's kind of weird. It just combines the two? I don't get it. Why would I use this? Can I do 2 blues? It looked like it used up both, that plus that, and it colors the item. Can I do it? Alright, so it doesn't work for everything, but what the heck does this do? This is so weird. Why would I use blue? Okay. So then if I use blue bone meal, does it do anything different? It looks like it's about the same. Of course we can use bone meal to get tons of other stuff, but why would it be blue bone meal? We can do every color bone meal. This is so bizarre. I'm not getting it. All right, let's get some more colors. Okay, wait a minute. I did something weird. This is definitely not what we want, but it looks like you can color. Let me see if I shift in the marble. Let's see if we can make blue. Dyed blue marble. It doesn't look very blue to me, but it's called dyed blue. Was that the right piece of marble? Okay, it's marble brick, and that's claimed, is this the one? Dyed white. I don't get it. And it looks like it went back to normal. All right, well, this definitely isn't what we want. This looks like it's just to color different types of blocks, and there must be some type of block in random things. I got it also a little bit confused with open blocks. I don't think there's a book for random things. I don't know, but it doesn't look like that's what we want. So, I was looking through a couple of other ways to potentially do this. And apparently, bone meal doesn't... I think we only get vanilla flowers. So either the poppies or the dandelions. Looks like the only thing that we get if we use vanilla bone meal. But there's another type of bone meal. I was looking up in Botania. Botania is all the dyes. And it is called, I want to say fertilized, or let's see what it's called. I have it in here. Yeah, it's called Floral fertilizer. All right, cool. And the recipe for floral fertilizer, let's see if we, floral, it should be in here. Yep, there it is. So floral fertilizer, let's craft it. It's just 2 red, 2 yellow, and a bone meal, and that'll make the floral bone meal. So let's throw, it's requiring a couple more poppies. 1 poppy and 1 there. That should have made it. Yep, it made it. Let's go floral. Did it make it? It probably canceled the craft. Let's try it again. Bam. All right, so it's a little expensive, but we're able to get bone meal to the poppy and dandelion. And then if we use this fertilizer, let's clear out a little space. If we use this one, bam, look at that. We get all the Botania flowers. So this gives us the opportunity to get every single color dye, since we can then take the pestle and mortar and convert it. And we should be able to automate that with the pestle and mortar. So I'm pretty happy. I think we can come up with a little bit of an automated system for doing this. Fortunately, we are like maxed out on channels. So I think before we get to that, that will be the main project for today. We'll make a dye farm. But I think we're going to have to get rid of this controller and link into that new one. So let me kind of mess around with that. I made patterns to make all the different types of cables. So that should be enough. And I want to have them all separated. I was a little disappointed I was hoping that if you use 2 different cables of different colors when they connected, I was hoping that they wouldn't connect. And I'm not sure if other than just a visual thing, if there's any difference. I don't know. I'll find out. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work. All right. So I got everything all set up over here. And I'm doing solar panels into it now. I took 4 of them off from the quarry. We'll worry about the quarry. It's going fast enough for now. But it doesn't really need to be set up this way. But I set it up this way. Got an extra storage. So it should cover the nighttime. And then, I don't know why, I just like having each different type of thing going into an acceptor, and then into each one is 3 different dense energy cells. These might be more efficient in a multi-block structure instead of just doing 3 like that. I'm not sure if that matters. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but I think this will be good enough. Should get plenty of AE power. Let's kind of take a look at it. So right now, we don't really have that much stuff in there, but just from the controller, 68 of them. Look at that. Passive drain, 408 RF a tick. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's okay. We're doing good. So let's run over. I want to try and wire this up. Instead of running wires going all the way across, I want to see if we can do this wirelessly with the quantum link chambers. I think that would be pretty neat and just sort of save a headache. So let's pop back in here. By the way, also notice I'm slowly knocking out all the walls. Before, in the past, we were going to split up and have like this be a room. That was going to be the roof. There's going to be a wire room in between. And then this would be another room up top. We have so many rooms as it is. I don't think we need to break things up that much. And I was thinking about it. I kind of like having the high ceilings. I'm just going to have it go up to right here will be the roof. And then we can start the next floor of DMAC Corp or of Kingo up at this level. So I think that's cool. I've been, I don't know, working out a bunch of the little things off camera. Anywho, let's go get a singularity. We should have tons. Let's see how many we have now. Oh man, 7 stacks of them. So we only need 1 singularity for now. So we can link up the 2 chambers. And while let's close the door. Don't want people going back there. It's a mess. It's a mess. Still never finished up all that project with our spawn base, but we'll get back to it eventually. I just want to see how we're doing on the quad. Look at that, 40! 40 of the 8 times compressed cobblestone. Octuple, each one for, that's crazy. We're going to have to up that farm. There's no reason for that many, but we're going to have to up that farm nonetheless. Let's pop back through. And let's get this baby all done up. Let's get a mini TNT. Let's make one. Next. Start. And let's also get, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what the blast resistance of a redstone block is. I want to see if the mini TNT will blow it up. Anyway, if we put down redstone block, and hopefully this won't plop off once I set the TNT. That's cool. I've been thinking about a way to automate this. Oh, it didn't blow up. That's because we need, dang it. TNT. We've got to get that little ender thingamabobber that goes with it. What is that called? Enderium blend, ender pearl powder. I think this is what we need. Is it that or is it redstone? I think that's what we need. Let's try it again. It's Q. Oh, we're gonna do this quick. Q back. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. Dang it. All right. Q. All right, and let's set down the mini TNT. Oh, dang it. Bam! Got that singularity. All right, so what should we name this guy? Let's go... DMAC main 1. I guess we'll just call it that for now. All right, got our singularities, but I think this will be fun to try and figure out a way to automate the making of the singularities. Let's run through here. It's going to look nice. I've been trying to think about what type of glass. I want to do glass on either side just so we have a better view because I think that's so ugly like that. Anywho, let's run down here. Oh, nope. Something else I want to grab out of this chest. Let's get a bunch of P2P tunnels. And I think that's good. And yes. Okay, so here's going to kind of be what we're going to do. So that's the side of our base that we want this all to go to, right? Yep, over there. So that from this side over here. Let's try it maybe from the corner. How many we can fit on here? So white, black. What else is there? White, black, and blue. We could get one more. What else do we have for dense? Oh, man. Yeah, so sorry to just cut out like that. I decided to, after reviewing the footage, I just did it all. And we'll just show you we did. Because, once again, I intended to do this off camera. I didn't want to go through it all. But anyway, yes, we have the nice color-coded for each of the main channels for our AE network. Pretty cool. They all go into our P2P tunnels. And basically, this is just going to compress the channels into this one red one. So we have the 432s going into the one red. Over to here, and we can see there's, yeah, I think that's just 4 channels going in. And then it goes into, yes, the quantum link chamber, which I think we did together. Hopefully I didn't cut out. I put in 2 more quantum link chambers also. One going to spawn, and then this one's going over to our spawner area. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Why don't we just check out what this looks like on the other end? It's a mess. It's a freaking mess. In fact, this right here is more or less the reason why we didn't have a video on Friday. It took me forever to just figure out where I had each of the different wires and getting it all done in correctly. What a mess. But yeah, we just have the corresponding spot where the white P2P channel comes in, pops out right here, goes across, does all that end. Cool. The blue goes in all this end. We then have, let me see, blue, white. The black goes back this way to all these machines, which is cool. And then the green was the kind of weird one to get fit in. Before I had the green one going in through a P2P channel coming up to here, but you can't do a P2P channel and then into another P2P channel unless you make a separate network. So they have to be in parallel only. They can't be sub one. So because of that, I had to rewire a bunch of stuff, bring the red up over here, and then I could sprout the green off to all this stuff. What is neat though is, again, I said you can do them in parallel if you know what that means. So then we could have, as long as it was coming out of the red, I could have another green one going over to all this stuff. So cool. Everything's good. We had 32 molecular assemblers before we started this at the beginning of the episode, and we have 32 now. Everything is in. I'm happy. And man, let's just look at our network. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh man. That takes a lot. That takes a real lot. The energy usage, over 3,000 RF a tick. 3.5. That's craziness. But pretty cool. In any case, I want to get to the final projects that I wanted to do this whole episode. We are... Do I have any more? No. We are going to try and make our dye farms. Oh man, and I've been messing around with this too. This was giving me a little bit of problems. It's not quite as easy as we did in Monster last season. But yes, I have the other end of a quantum link chamber coming over, so we're able to access all of our system from over here. Cool, that's a big step that I wanted to take, so we can eventually put both those farms in. But in any case, yes, over here in this area, at least for now, is where I want to put our other little things for this. So I kind of measured out right here. This is where we're going to have our harvester right here. And right on this side, this is where we're going to try it with autonomous activators. So I'd want to have the activator right there. So let's put that up. We're going to have to make a little hole down right here. Let's knock these two out. And let's just make sure that this still works. Let's throw in the autonomous activator. Now before, I was doing it underneath. When I was testing it, it didn't seem like underneath still worked, which I could be wrong on that, but I just have a strong feeling that it doesn't. So anyway, let's put that in. Doesn't that dirt look kind of funny? Maybe not. Maybe that's just in my head. See, when I hit it though, look at that. I don't know why that piece of dirt feels funny. I feel like the autonomous activator doing something goofy to it. Anyway, not important. Okay, so we have this knocked in. We have it aiming downward. And let's get some bone meal. Now, part of the problem is that it runs through this bone meal extremely fast. Extremely fast. So I might have to put some type of timer on it or something like that. Otherwise, we're wasting a whole bunch of bone meal. But anyway, put that in. We want to have this on, for now, just first slot. And see, it's working. It's working. Now, the bone meal also, it doesn't stay nice and clustered in. Where it does it, sometimes it goes pretty far out. So I was having trouble also figuring out which upgrade I should put for the harvester. But I think we'll probably be good with either a 3. Yeah, I think the 3 would actually be good. But it does sometimes actually even reach all the way to over here. Which is kind of crazy. So let's put in this 3. So that would... put in that 3. This would mean 1, 2, 3 plus the original 1, 2 plus 1. So maybe that isn't even centered. I don't know. Anyway, we're seeing it pick up everything. It's going, see, going. Doing good. For power for this guy, I want to have kind of a more centralized thing. So why don't we go like this? Let's get ourselves some node stuff. Node right there. Let's move this over to this bad boy. Bam. All right, now for feeding the energy into this, we can do it from this side. Let's put on, because this is an ender generator, let's put on that there, And then let's put on the pipe, the transfer pipe to get this spit over. Okay. Finished. All right, and notice that I already ran out of bone meal, so let's throw some more in. Let's make sure this works, and let's throw a chest on the back of this guy. So if all works out, basically all we want to be able to see here, cool, is dandelion and rose, because that's what we're trying to produce, which is happening. Sweet. So the harvest part's good. We got to now automate this so that it can have bone meal being fed into it. Now, what I was kind of thinking, I was looking at different ways of making bone meal. Of course, we can just take a bone, put it into it, craft it, and it goes into 9 pieces. There's this way with witchery, which we're not into. It's a blacksmith anvil. Interesting, that takes 10 hits. Pulverizer splits it into 6. Sag mill, this actually looks like it'll probably be the way we go. We get the guaranteed 6 plus the chance of a bonus 2. And then that's the normal shapeless crafting. All right, cool. So I think we're going to try it with the sag mill, actually. Maybe that will help split it up just a tad. So let's go like this. Is that how we want to have it? Let's go like this for now. This is a little sloppy. Let's see, config. Let's put pull. We want push there. Okay, and then we have to bring our AE in. How do we want to stick this in? Maybe I can just make a chest that's always going to be full of bones. And it'll be pull there and push there. All right, that's interesting. That should be good. That should be good. We're going to want to get the power, so I could do a wireless node over to this guy. So we'll get that set up momentarily. I can have this do wireless to here. And then how are we going to feed in the bone meal? For now, I'm probably just going to do this to demonstrate it, but then we'll later on put a chest there. In fact, I have over here a deep store that is just jam-packed with bones. So maybe I could just throw the deep store on top of it. All right, guys, I think this should be pretty fun. We're going to try something. We've used these ender transmitters and receivers before, but there's something new I found out about them. I don't know how new it is or when it was added, but I think we might be able to transfer not just energy, but probably items. When you look at it, when you look at the recipes that tell you what's going on there, but it only tells us, let's see, this one. It only talks about energy. So, I don't know. We'll find out in a moment. Anyway, because of that, we're going to move this guy. We shouldn't have to have the energy even over here. So that's going to make things a little bit easier. Okay, so here's the deal. This guy has all of our pearls. We want to get this guy to have energy from these. So if I just set this here, it's already got a transfer node going on. Boom. Should be going in. It's full. All right, cool. Then we can throw on top of this guy that. And I have set right here, power 1. So I named it an anvil. And then I made it private. To make things private, you just got to hold shift and see public, private. All right, so 3 of them sending over to wherever the receiving end is. So over on this side, the receiving end of the power will do to there. And look, that fills up pretty quick. To there. We'll then go to there. And that's now receiving power. Awesome. So next, let's try the item things. And this is what I'm really curious about. Because this, I think, would be pretty neat. It saves me, I think, a lot cheaper than doing a Tesseract. So is that the bones? All right, so here we have the bones. Let's throw that on there. And then I have 2 private ones. So bones in. Let's see if we can get bones to come out over here. And bones out. Oh, baby, it works. It works. Oh, man. Okay, so that's all powered up. And then once it spits the bone meal into this, it should just start bone mealing like crazy. I hope so. I hope it knows to spit out. See, it's not spitting out right now. Config. Yeah, it should be pushing out the bone meal, which I don't see it doing. So what's this one's config? There we go. There we go. Awesome. And then this should have enough power to, yep, start doing it. And it's getting all the flowers. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So then back here, all we should have to do is throw on an interface. Start. Oh man, look at all that junk I'm getting. All right, throw on our ME interface. Let's get some ME wire. Let's just wire this baby upwards. And right in this spot right here, we're just going to throw the interface. Bam. All right, so now everything that it mines, everything that it gets is just going to go directly into our system. Perfect. And hopefully this isn't filling up too quickly to where it's wasting. It might be. I could always add in more of these harvesters, but that's cool. We got it all set. Those bones are feeding in, and they're going to be refilled from the farm right there. Sweet. That is perfect. That is perfect. All right, so then now we have the next part. We're going to have to do another one of these guys over here. Let's try and find where there's a fairly good central spot. I guess right here would be. So let's do another thing with this. All right, perfect. All right, so now how are we going to feed the bone meal into this guy? What should we do? What should we do? And the rain's back. Oh, baby. I think I figured this out. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're going to be doing kind of a similar thing. I think. Let's find out. We're going to throw another item transfer node right here. Blump. All right, cool. Let's knock that off. And let's get one more item transfer node. Bam. All right, awesome. Let's name these two guys real quick. Floral 1. Awesome. So we got a sender and receiver. Let's set these both to private. Bam. Bam. Nice. Okay, we got the energy coming over from the same exact thing that the other was. And I wonder, I'm curious if I'd be able to share, but I'm not going to share. Let's put on an ME interface right here. Bam, just like so. Okay, and then in the settings here, we can actually choose for the config to say, okay, always put the floral stuff right there. Always have one in the inventory. And then if we put the crafting card in, it should then be able to craft it. Boom. Now, since we put one there, it's only going to craft one. But I think that's actually good because we don't want to overuse it. This stuff is kind of expensive. So then if we put an item node there, we can put on this side, it's going to be the transmitter side. And it will transmit, if we can find a hole to get out of here. How do we get in here? Right here. All right, on this end, let's put the receive. And bam. Oh man, please harvest this stuff. Please, 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 please. It's full on energy. Oh, that's going to suck if it doesn't harvest it. It might not. Oh no! Let's get a lever, because we don't want this stuff to be wasted. Oh man, I'm gonna be so upset. Alright, so that should be turned off now. Oh man, it's not harvesting. No! Oh, that's so upsetting. That sucks. Oh man, it just blew up my whole plan for all this. How this should be able to harvest these guys. I'm gonna knock this out and set it back down again. Let's just see what happens. Alright, so it's aimed out at those guys. It's got its energy. Oh, you turd. I am so mad at you right now. I'm so unbelievably mad at you. Oh, man. Alright, so I'm going to have to think about how we're going to do this come next episode. I don't know if these pop out, maybe, if there's no light. I bet you water would do something. I don't have any water on me, but I bet if we poured water, it would knock them out. I don't know. We're going to have to think about it. We're going to have to think about what to do. Maybe like a piston push. We could have all the grass move, do like an old school style thing. I don't know. I think that's going to about conclude things, though, for this episode. We've got the vanilla end done, at least. So that's cool. And this guy, let's shut you off for now. So that's cool. We got our thing all wired in with the AE. We've got AE over here. We got it at spawn, at our base, and we got tons of room to move around. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. It took me forever to get this one done. I do apologize that we didn't have a video Friday, but I think this will be good. And help me out in the comments with any suggestions you have about automating for the Botania flowers. I'm really disappointed the harvesters don't work. I thought for sure they would. But in any case, as always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Help me out to get better noticed on YouTube. And let me know that you're appreciating the videos that I'm putting up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel so you'd be first to see the episodes. And, yeah. As always, thanks for watching. And peace out. Bam.